Hey guys, so what's up? Yeah, sorry for all the whole delay thing, or like not actually putting any real videos up, but with exams coming up, I really can't. And besides, this is all for my own personal feelings, so I can look back at it and see what I did, a year ago. So I didn't really, I wasn't, looking back at this year from now, I'd probably think, oh, I was probably doing exams, because that's what I'm saying. I probably wouldn't want to remember this part of my life anyways, because why remember something that's completely boring? Uh, so yeah, on top of that, I really couldn't, what was I gonna really shoot? It's not like I could go outside and film something. I was just or studying. So yeah, you weren't gonna see anything anyway, so it's a win-win situation, like you don't have to watch me, film myself like doing homework or studying for like hours on end. Um, but the reason I'm doing a video today is because I consider today sort of a historic moment, at least in terms of the internet. Um, and the bills SOPA and PIPA are gonna pass in a few days. So I thought I'd touch up on that. Today, January 18th, I don't know who came up with this date specifically, but um, today is the protest for stopping SOPA and PIPA. Uh, and it's the largest internet protest in history. So of course it's gonna be kind of it's pretty awesome, I'd say. Not like that the whole internet, specifically every single American citizen is banding together to stop such a terrible bill from being passed by these stupid politicians that think they know what's good for us, but in reality it's 500 of them and like 200 million of us. So who are they to say anything about us? And it's kind of crazy because it shows the whole internet, the whole internet community just banding together, common achievement. Um, and it's kind of cool. It shows that despite all the immaturity you're gonna see on the internet, all the racist comments, all the stupid people that are on the internet, despite all that we can all band together for something that's worthwhile that might threaten our way of life. And this whole SOPA bill is just complete idiocy. That's not a word, but it's made by complete idiots. I mean, I don't entirely disagree with it. I can see where they're going with it, but what they're putting in the bill right now is completely out of line. Like they're just taking it way too far. Um, yeah. So I mean, of course, I get why they're doing it. They want to prevent piracy and all that, but it's become a way of life. I mean, I'm not saying just let it go, let it be, but that doesn't mean to protect the few, you hurt the many. That's not gonna do any good, because then if that happens, I mean, China might have its population under control, but I can tell you right now, all these Americans, they're gonna get the guns that they're allowed to keep, and they're gonna storm the White House and probably do something about it. Not write a strongly worded letter if that's what you're thinking. So I mean, you really like. I mean, if they can come together for one purpose, and that's to stop, internet this bill from passing, just by an internet protest. What makes you think they won't do anything outside the White House, anything physical? It's crazy because there's all these big websites like Wikipedia and Google. They're just like blacking out. They have protests all over the web. They're asking you to black out your website if you have one. Join the protests. You know, um, and all this stuff. Like Tumblr, for example, is giving you the option to black out your Tumblr for that day, to be part of the protest. And it's pretty crazy, how much people are actually paying attention to uh, a pretty significant bill, I'd say. Um, so yeah, I mean, I thought I'd kind of just touch up on that a little. Uh, I mean, I've done as much as I can. I followed the Twitter page for it. I've signed up for just about every petition out there. Um, I've joined the petition. My Tumblr's blacked out. I have three. I run three Tumblrs. All three of them are blacked out because they're all under the same account. I've spread it all on Facebook and Twitter, all throughout. It's crazy. Especially, I hope this does not pass because I mean, if it passes, then it could lead to more and more builds, and we'd lose our rights. This already is a violation of our constitutional rights. I mean, for the freedom of speech and everything, we're losing that. Uh, and if something like this can pass, then what's to say that something like taking away our rights won't? What's to say that these power-hungry politicians won't just try and take away all our rights just because they think it's for the better good of humanity? So yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure you have all heard of the different rants on SOPA and PIPA. I'm not going to elaborate too long on it because I really have nothing planned out here. This is all just straight spitting out from my brain. But I'd ask you all to join the petition, please. I don't want this to pass. I'm pretty sure none of you want this to pass. Even, the ignorant ones out there, they aren't really doing anything. They're just like, oh well, we'll see what the others do. Don't. Please, at least sign up for the petitions, and like put your name on the ballot list or whatever. You don't have to contact your local representative. I mean, I haven't so far, but there's tons of others that will. Specifically the older people. I'm kind of, as you know, kind of shy, so I probably won't contact my representative. But like, at least take part in the effort, because you're gonna be sorry when this passes, and you're gonna, and all your favorite websites are shut down. Wikipedia is shut down. You can't do any of your things off of that anymore. If SOPA and PIPA does pass, and that gives the government the right to shut down any website they want, that means it's corporate and political. Because any website, let's say Microsoft really hates Apple, it can kind of bribe a few officials, because let's not pretend like that doesn't happen. It's gonna bribe a few officials, and then oh look, the government has come up with some pretty lame reason as to why they don't like Apple's website. They're gonna shut it down. Or if they don't, if Microsoft doesn't like a certain anti-Microsoft fan page, or some Google fan page or whatever, I don't know, they have the option to shut it down. Or if the government doesn't like a certain website, like let's say the sister website right here that's supposed to help students out, it's not pro-American enough. It's very neutral, but it's not pro-American enough, and it might instill rebellion. They're gonna come out with something stupid like that, and then they can shut it down, even though it's a great resource for history teachers and history students alike. But because it's too neutral, they have the option of shutting it down. So think about it. At least join the petition. They're gonna sign it in a few days. I don't want that to happen any more than you do. Sign the petitions. Take part in the effort. It's crazy what's happening. Yeah. So I thought I'd touch upon that a little bit. Yeah. I guess I'll just see you later. Please, just don't let this pass. I'll probably have links up on here. Do not let this pass. This is yeah, I mean, Bill S.9728 or whatever it was, the one that would send you to jail for upload of copyright material. I mean that wasn't all that significant, because it only targeted game commentators and stuff. But SOPA impacts everybody, regardless of what you're doing. If the government doesn't like a website that you're using, you have the option to shut it down. Yeah, I really hope you guys do something, if you haven't already. This is a pretty serious matter. Probably the one that affects me the most, affects us the most. We're the internet generation. About everything we do is internet related. We go on Facebook. A lot of us have Twitters. A lot of us use YouTube, Google, Bing, Yahoo, MSN, whatever. We all use all these, and the passing of this bill means all of those can go away.